The determination of Laylatul Qadr is a matter of disagreement amongst the scholars, with nearly 50 opinions on that issue. Ibn Hajar, he comprehensively covered these opinions in Fathul Bari, mentioning the various views along with their proponents and the evidence each group relies on. Some of the scholars, they argue that the night of Qadr moves throughout the entire year and it's not restricted to Ramadan, while others, they claim that it was entirely lifted due to disputes and arguments and conflicts that arose between those two companions when the Prophet ﷺ came out to inform them about it. So this is considered a consequence of discord and disagreement. However, the correct view is that it was not entirely lifted by Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Actually, its precise determination and indication were concealed. So the majority of the scholars on this particular issue, and Allah knows best, this is the correct view. This is the correct view, inshallah. The majority of the scholars hold that it occurs during Ramadan, and more specifically, Laylatul Qadr is during the last 10 nights, which is also indicated by authentic and explicit texts. So it's most likely to occur on the odd number nights of the last 10 nights. Some scholars, they favor specific nights, such as the 21st, that we're going to mention, inshallah, the hadith from Abu Sa'id. And others, they favor the 23rd. And then there are other scholars that favor the 27th. And there's a large group of scholars from amongst the Sahaba, the companions and the Tabi'un, their successors and their disciples, and those who came after them that held that particular view. They rely on evidence that may not definitely establish its exact timing, even if it points to its occurrence in a specific year. On the other hand, there are other scholars that suggest that it could occur on the even number nights of the last 10, based on the hadith, التمسوها في العشر الأواخر من رمضان في تاسعة تبقى وفي سابعة تبقى وفي خامسة تبقى. Seek out, meaning Laylatul Qadr, on the last 10 of Ramadan, on the 9th remaining, on the 7th remaining, on the 5th remaining. So this depends on whether the month is complete or incomplete. If the month is complete, meaning it's 30 days, then the 9th remaining refers to the 22nd night. And the 7th remaining refers to the 24th night, which was last night. So this particular issue of the 24th, which was last night, the 24th of Ramadan, which was an even night, this is called, amongst the scholars of Islam, Laylatu Ahlil Basra. Laylatu Ahlil Basra, the night of the people of Basra, because of the emphasis that they put on it. And Al-Hasan al-Basri, rahimahullah ta'ala, and a group of scholars from Al-Basra and Al-Iraq, they favored that particular night. That night last night, the 24th night, they favored that night. So if the month is incomplete, meaning it's 29 days, then the 7th remaining, that statement the Prophet made, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the 7th remaining refers to the 23rd night. Those who favor the even nights rely on this hadith, while the others who favor the odd number nights, which are more likely to be, strongly supported and more frequently mentioned in the text, they interpret the hadith about the remaining nights as referring to an incomplete month rather than a complete month. They preferred the view that Laylatul Qadr shifts among the nights of the last 10. So it may occur on the 21st night in one year, and on the 27th in another year, and so on. So this opinion is used to reconcile all of the textual evidence. So the wisdom behind concealing its exact time, even though specifically specifying it would make it easier for Muslims to attain its blessings, is to prolong the efforts of the Muslims, increase their worship, and encourage them to continuously seek goodness and to strive to attain that goodness. If it were specified to a particular night, people would not push themselves. They would not exert themselves on the other nights, and their devotion to Allah would weaken. And at the same time, their connection with their Lord would weaken. So among the objectives, the maqasid of the tashri'ah, the objectives of the Islamic law, is to conceal certain matters so that the rewards may be magnified. And this is similar to the special time period on Jum'ah when the supplications are answered. So with that, we can say, odd or even, it's all a mercy from Allah.